All right. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you?
Yeehaw.
Yeah. Who's this guy?
What's up, Bob?
How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you as usual.
Yeah, I got Dan Bennett here with me today, guys, on my daily live hashtag live365. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I love it, man.
While.
Yeah.
It's nice to have somebody out here in Dallas that has a freaked up accent like me.
Right?
We stick, look at you in the screen here. Guys, we're at the Renaissance Addison in the Dallas, Texas area at JobTread Connect. This is a fourth one. How many have you been to?
This is my
Your first one, yeah.
Yep.
I've been to 3 out of 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
cool.
the first one, obviously, when I was doing contracting stuff, it came and it was one of the early adopters of JobTread. You know, that I keep asking them to figure it out. But I think I was like one of the first couple hundred customers.
Right.
And they just hit 9,000 customers.
That's wild,
Important
isn't
in the team, yeah. So we're here. And, we got to make sure we're live on Instagram, Dan. So this is what I do here. Dan's getting a crash course on doing lives today. Go over here.
Oh,
that.
You got to do that one separate.
Yeah.
Huh?
So nobody shows up, but it's okay.
Okay.
I don't take it personally. And then we're live on YouTube as well right now. So
Nice.
Then I flip back over to my outline, and we got some stuff to go to. But guys, I planned on talking about the standard you refuse to break today, and we probably will. We'll bang around on that. But I came in and I saw Dan next door having his morning huddle, right, with your team.
Yep,
which is
that's
cool
right.
to see, man.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, his VA, and who else was on that? You had
It was just
the two of you?
Argentina. Yep.
Yep. You also have a marketing person that we met out at
Allie.
Yep, that you have in there sometimes too, which is kind of cool. So,
Yep.
guys, if you're here, you're in the chat. Pop how you doing today on a scale of 1 to 10. See Dan here shows how many people we've got.
Yep.
And it kind of they'll trickle in over the
Right.
first few minutes.
Yep.
But we have a good time with it. Sorry, I'm a little bit late today, guys. Had to get over here from my
Crashing the party. Crashing the party. Look, representing today.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be too long before Bubba found us. Yeah. Hide the mics. Where's Steve? Yeah. So
I was gonna say about JobTread before we move on too far. You know,
Yeah.
this is my first time at JobTread Connect because I just switched over from BuilderTrend to JobTread a few months
Yeah.
ago, and I met Eric and his small team back in 2021 at the first
Right.
when they first started
Yeah.
showing up at the Contractor Fight events.
Right.
And they were, trying to get me to switch over the whole time, but they weren't quite there. You know, BuilderTrend had more features, and I was super embedded in BuilderTrend. And
you were. Yeah.
took a while,
I
but
remember talking to you about it too, and you dive in because you're a student of the game. I know that about you, and I knew you were entrenched in BuilderTrend pretty heavily. So
That's right.
when you make a changeover like that, I mean, what's it been like early on? Have they been great to work with as far as getting your data moved over? Has it been a heavy lift?
no, it's been great.
Yeah.
It's obviously it's a little. I guess the word for it is overwhelming because everything's changing. It's like, when especially when I'm busy and I want to jump in and get something done real quick, and then I'm like, I don't know how to do this in here yet.
Right.
It's like, but it's been great. I'm super glad I made the change. It's definitely way better software, and that being here, I'm excited for this because I know I'm going to learn a lot in these next 3 days.
Yeah, I found it just like being easy to use for me, like Cro-Magnon, the missing link, Caveman. I'm moving around, and I was like, okay, I actually was able to work my way through it like intuitively, and I was like, and I actually tried BuilderTrend and Co-Construct same time, then JobTread, and I'm like, no, going to JobTread.
Right.
And more than half of it was just the usability of the platform, but the other bunch of it was when I called, somebody answered. And Travis is like, oh, it's Turner again. Back when, now they have your customer service team, but when I first started, it was like, hey Travis, how do I do this?
Right.
And they've always been great. Always been a big supporter. I've always been a big supporter of JobTread. So there's going to be like 1,000, 1,200 people here. So it's great for us. This year I'm here. Last year I was here as Summit Coaching and Consulting. A lot's happened in a year. I've joined up with Steve Rosenberg and become his head coach.
Steve, boy, watch out!
What's that? Where is he?
Yeah, you're carrying the door in any moment.
He'll probably jump in and grab one of the mics here in a minute, but. So it's different. We set the booth up yesterday. So now I'm part of the coaching team, which is awesome. Dan has joined us inside the Rosenberg group.
Man.
And so,
Next
I mean,
level.
when we connected with you back in, what was it, June or July?
Yeah,
You
June.
came down to Houston for our 2-day event, or it was the ground school or something. It was one
It was the kickoff event,
yeah,
the first
yeah,
one. Yep.
the 2-day takeoff. And then I could see you in the front row toward the end of the second day going, no, I think I just got to do this, you know.
Yep.
It took a little time for you. It's a big decision to go all in on yourself on coaching. And, you know, you did that. And, I mean, man, your hair's been on fire for the last 6 months.
Yeah,
man.
it's been a night and day change for me, for sure. Definitely needed that. So,
and I know that, I mean, you've changed stuff about your business, but you've also, like, changed some things personally, too. Like, now you got some standards that you didn't have before.
That's right.
Committing to some things. And, you know, it's fun to watch, man. You're walking taller and not, you know, I think like you played small for a while, you know.
I did, yeah, and that's not me, you know. I was, I had, I don't know how to describe it, but it wasn't good. It was probably about a period of a year to a year and a half where I just was kind of sleeping at the wheel. Yeah, things weren't moving forward. They were still moving, but they weren't moving forward. And I needed to kick in the pants, and I got it when I came to Houston. So
Well, we've got say hi to Josh Baker. Broke the tape this morning with our first comment.
All right, nice.
Casper Screens East, which is Richard Nordheim, is on and saying hello. And the OG himself, Roy Dahl, is here in Argentina. DBC Solutions. So
that's right. I love it.
Yeah, it's
nice
cool.
to see you, Argentina.
Good to see you guys. I appreciate you jumping on. Talk for a minute, Dan, you know, just because I want to make sure we hit our topic today. I wanted to talk about the standard you refuse to break, guys. And, you know, every time you negotiate with yourself, you weaken your future, right? You kind of kick some things down the road. And I'm not going to go deep today on this stuff, but these are the things I wanted to talk with you about, Dan. You know, these self-betrayals, okay? When you say to yourself, you know, just this once, right? Like, hey, whether it's, you know, hey, I'm not doing alcohol right now, or hey, I don't have a vice or whatever, or I'm not tolerating poor behavior from an employee or whatever. You might say just this once, or whether you're trying to do something, you're like, I deserve a break. I ate good all week. I'll eat what I want on the weekend, right? That kind of thing. Yeah. Or, hey, it doesn't matter. It only matters to me. It's not going to matter to anybody else. Or the other one is like, you know, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow I got it. Tonight I'm gonna have a good time tonight, but I'm gonna start tomorrow. Is there one of those that kind of gets you every time that kind of trips you up? Yeah,
it's well, first thing I'll say is it's a slippery slope, right? Yeah. When you do that, right, when you make those excuses, it's a slippery slope, right? It's the beginning of the end, so to speak. Yeah. For me, recently, one of the things was working with trade partners, subcontractors, and allowing them to not meet my standards because I felt guilty. I felt like I had to, right? I got to get the job done, right? All right, he'll do for now, even though he didn't do a good job last time.
It's the devil that you know, right?
Yeah. I finally was like, just very recently, just a few months ago, I drew the line in the sand. I said, I'm done with that, and I've seen a difference because of it, right? That it seems like now that I've made that my standard, the good ones are starting to show up.
Yeah, you know? It's funny. Dan was just over here having his morning huddle meeting with his team, and I could see a different Dan. You were like, that's not acceptable. This is what we need. Please reach out to that person and tell them this. Right. That was cool. That was cool to watch.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. You know, you're really leading from the front. So Jace Hunter is here. Jess Novak is here. Good to see you in Dallas. Welcome to Tejas. I don't have my Texas hat, but I've got my new Job Tread hat here.
Clayton.
Yeah.
Clayton's here.
Good to see you, Clayton. Have fun in Dallas. Yeah, I had a great time in Dallas. Good to see you, man. A lot of your clients are probably out here as well. So one of the things I talk about with the standard is just kind of deciding, right? And you guys have probably heard Steve say that indecision is a decision, right? So if you're looking to establish a new standard, choose the rule, right? Like, what is the rule, okay? And the way you do that is to attach a bigger reason to it. A bigger reason than comfort. So you don't want, don't choose something that's just easy to ignore, right? You might say, tie it to your kids. I want to see my kid. I want my kids to see me win. You know, I don't want my kids to see me give up on something. Okay. Remove that escape hatch. So don't let yourself off the hook, right? And I know you have some new standards too. Like, how are you keeping yourself honest, so to speak, and staying the course with that stuff?
Well, setting the standard. I mean, I'm
always not doing it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I've always been kind of good at that when I make my mind up on something, right? I'm not doing it. And you know, and then I'll tell you another thing is having Argentina on my team, right? Yeah. She's proven to be a superstar for me, and that's accountability, right? Yeah. I have to work with her every day. I can't be slacking.
Well, it's easy to shove that quote or whatever to the corner of the desk when it's, Friday, 1:00. But, when you told Argentina, hey, I'm going to have that to you by the end of the day, now you're accountable. Yeah, you're the owner, you're the boss, but now you're accountable to her. We want to get her stuff so she can be successful, right?
Exactly. Yeah, as a matter of fact, when I flew in yesterday, I got here pretty early yesterday, 9:30 in the morning. We landed.
Wow.
And I knew I had work to do. I wanted nothing more. I'm in Texas. I just flew. I feel like I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
Wanted nothing more to do, just like go drive around, come to the hotel, hang out. But I didn't. I went to my hotel room. I opened up the laptop. I set up my workstation. I got settled in, and I worked all day. I didn't leave there until 4:30 yesterday.
That's amazing. Holding the line, right? Yeah. Good morning, Wendy. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Lee Frisbee is here. Do you know Lee? He's in the pond industry.
I don't think I've ever met
he's
Lee.
Up in New York.
No, I've heard the name
pretty
for
well.
Sure.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And it's Dallasville, says Richard. Good morning, Danielle. And Peter Christensen is here. Good to see you, Pete. We're well represented on the East Coast this morning.
Yeah. Who's Casper Screens East? Is that Rich?
That's Richard. That's
okay.
Richard Nordheim.
Yeah,
our tech director.
I know Rich is doing the Casper Screens. I wasn't sure yet. Oh man.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure. I know he's trying to spread that too, though, and get more people to come in. I think Mark Bunker's been looking at doing that with him, so I wasn't sure if that was somebody else.
Yeah, guys, Richard, put the website in there. It's like Casper Screens East. Richard's starting a new thing where they have these disappearing or invisible screens that just you walk up to a door, just pulls out from one side or the other. Check that out. So Richard is bringing that stuff to the East Coast from a company in California. So we want to get behind him on that. So Richard, pop the website in. You guys check that out. Follow him on Facebook. Do all the things, right? So
don't spit the coffee. Almost did.
You knew you weren't going to get out of here without us making fun of you, Richard. We love you, buddy. We miss you. We wish you were here. We had a big dinner last night. We had fun, huh?
Oh my God, dude.
What was the name? Steak de Brazil.
Steak de Brazil.
Yeah. So you go over, go to the salad bar, go get all your stuff, and then they just start bringing the meat, cutting it off the skewers and everything.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself. I tapped out at just the right time.
I can't say the same.
I can't say the same. There's that tipping point. The guy's like, anything more over here? I've got this top brown. I got this filet. I'm like, oh man,
right.
I'm good, but because I'm like a lab, I just keep.
Well, yeah. If you got a little thing on a disc on your table, it's red on one side, green on the other. When it's green, they'll bring you more food. When it's red, I kept flipping it over and saying, no, I'm done. And then I see this thing of meat come towards me. I'm like, okay, I'll take that too. So
I passed on dessert. So
not me, no.
Then, I had people around me eat carrot cake, cheesecake, and I'm like, okay.
I had the pecan pie.
Here's why. It's night one. Okay, night number one. When you go out, you go anywhere, you go to a conference, you go on vacation. Night one, you're all excited to do your thing, right? I said, I've got to slow down, all right? So we just take it easy. There's Riley. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
I saw y'all.
Come over
here around here. We're live on Bob's Live.
Guys, this is Riley from JobTread. He's been around about as long as anybody. One of the guys that will help you bring on the software, adopt it. You're doing sales now, right?
Yes.
All sales, yeah. So Riley's, one of the guys that I would kind of, bust his chops and everything in the early days, but he wouldn't go away. They kept him around, and here he is. So what are you most excited about for the event this year?
Just I think the size of it. Historically, the very first one we did had 250-ish people, and it was like 500.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna have, I think, somewhere around 1,200 different attendees. So
amazing.
1,200 JobTread customers excited.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. So.
Yeah. Well, good to see you, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad you stopped by. We'll see you again today and see you around. You guys do a first-class event. We appreciate it. And
excited to be here. Excited to finally be a JobTread user.
Yeah,
we were just talking about that at the beginning.
Took so long. When we'd see a demo get scheduled from you, like, oh God,
all right. That guy again.
Yeah.
Bennett. He's gonna tear me apart, and he's gonna say this is the coolest thing he's ever seen, but he's not ready, right?
Yeah.
And it's like basically 6 month cycles. He eventually came around.
We probably did that 4 or 5, 6 times at least. Yeah.
It took 4+ years to get you.
It did. But I'm so happy I did it, man.
Awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Good to see you. Grab some breakfast. We'll
Have
see
a
you in
good
a
one.
bit. So that's Riley from JobTread, and a lot of those guys are walking by here and hanging out. It's just got a great team, and a lot of times companies get to a certain size, you don't see the owner anymore. You know what I mean? And Eric Fortenberry's here. He's speaking today.
Right.
Marcus Sheridan is speaking today.
Marcus,
you guys have read They Ask, You Answer. He's got a couple other books out as well. He's a dynamic speaker, and I don't know. I think Bubba and Steve and I are going to just, do rock, paper, scissors for who has to man the booth during that. But everybody's going to be in there. So we'll just put a little be back soon.
Right.
Or I'll pull a Steve where he just disappears and sticks us. Anyway, yeah, good to see you. Tyler Kirk is here. So you've talked to Tyler, haven't you? I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tyler.
Yeah, for sure.
He said he's got to run, so I don't know if he's still here.
Good to see you, man. Yeah. Peter says, I know him. He signed me up 4 times, and I left 3 times. I should have stayed and just done the work. Yeah. And now Pete's got Job Tread coming on. So, guys, it's not something that you have to bring on and tackle on your own either. If you've got some help in the office, you've got a VA, you can get somebody schooled up on it. You have to have, like Bunker just started with it, right? And I told Mark, I said, Mark, you have to have at least an aptitude with it and be able to work around with it. It's not something that you bring on and just give to your office person, say, figure that out, make that go.
Right. You got to do it. Yeah.
And guys like the guys in the field can have the app on the phone. And it, even at a very, very basic level, they can be doing daily logs and uploading photos and doing all the things and checking spreadsheets and all that stuff. So David Turner is here. He says, yeah, huh? What's up, brother? Good to see you. There's Jubal. Good morning. Wendy says the culture within Job Tread Arena is unmatched. Everyone wants to work there. Yeah, it's great. We toured their office the last time I was here. We had a happy hour, and Steve was speaking at the boot camp. Went upstairs to their new office, and it was almost like going like a mini Google. Was all I could think of. Like who wouldn't want to work here?
Right.
So
I was driving here this morning thinking I want to go check that out. I want to see their offices. I know it's pretty impressive.
Absolutely. So for sure. So, man, what else is new? Anything else to share? Gonna get some breakfast.
Well, when we're talking about standards, the last ground school, you and Steve introduced the daily huddle.
Yeah.
And now that's a standard.
That's a standard.
We do it every day. And love it.
Yep. So. Yeah, I like that. And I've even used that on projects. Like some of my most successful larger projects were when we had the weekly huddle. Like we pick a day of the week for the client and the time that works for everybody that's involved in the project. 5:30, whatever it was, 4:00 on Tuesdays. And we would just have that, that group up. And the reason I did that is because nothing ever got more than 4 or 5 days old, right? Like if on Friday the electrician made them mad or whatever, we've got a meeting Monday or Tuesday, and I'm like, hey, you got one point of contact. Let me know what it is, and I'll handle it. Right. So you can use that in your customer interactions as well, and it's very successful. Mm-hmm. And that way, like I said, nothing gets kicked down the road. So
I like that.
Steve's calling.
Trying to kick the door in. You can't do it from your phone, dude.
Steve's calling me. Steve, you should really tune into the live now and then.
Right?
We'll call him back.
I like that you said that, Bob, the huddle with the clients, because it can be the same thing. It can be called a huddle, and I can start doing that with my clients. Let's do a weekly huddle. Make sure we're not missing anything here.
And it forces you to communicate, too, because it's not like, well, hey, those times when you're on the job site, and they're like, oh, we'd really like to explore doing brick here. Could you do brick here? And you're like, well, yeah, we could do brick there. And what you mean is we could do it, but we need to talk about it, and I can price it, and I can give you a change order, right?
Right.
But at least when you go to that huddle and they say, well, how come there's not brick there? I thought we talked about that. Oh, okay, now let's really talk about that.
Right.
I think what you're asking is, we can certainly do that. I can get you a number on that. You can evaluate the price. And if it's something that you'd like to move forward with, we can do up a change order, and you can sign off on that and pay me some more money.
Right.
And we can do it.
Right.
Because I know you're as guilty as I am of like, I'm not sure if they said that or not. So we'll just do it. And, they'll think I'm a good guy and we won't have a fight. So, that way, like you can then say, hey, you mentioned brick back here. Were you serious? Just we can take a look at that if you want. That's when those conversations happen.
Yep.
Or, hey, did you get to the plumbing supply house and pick out your kitchen faucet yet? You mentioned you were going to do that. Because if you don't, now we're up against our 4 to 6 week lead time. And that's when those things start happening in a well-run job. I think if you do that, it'll never hurt you.
Right.
That way.
For sure.
So well, there you go, guys.
And don't ever just put the brick on the wall without getting the change order. I did that one time. Cost me $35,000. We'll leave that one there. So.
Real life stories, guys.
Yep.
Rachel says I popped up at 7 a.m. Central, but didn't see the red live circle. Yeah. I just got here at like 8 minutes of Rachel, and I just needed a little bit of time. And then Dan was sitting here, so I grabbed him. So it'll be a little janky for the next few days. So bear with us on that. I'll try to push out the time So you guys, it should be close to 8, but maybe we'll just schedule it for 8:15. I'll let you know on that. So Michelle Bunker is here. Yeah, Tiana's here. Good to see you. Yeah, well, guys, we got a lot of friends here at Job Tread. A lot of people to meet.
And, breakfast to have.
Breakfast to have. So Dan and I are going to go crush some breakfast and come back tomorrow. We got the big night out tonight, right? It's going to be an airplane museum or the airline museum or someplace.
Oh,
like
that's right.
You're really going to love that.
I love
know
it.
You're
Yeah,
into
I forgot
RC
about
stuff,
that.
so,
yeah, love it.
Yeah. So,
Let's
guys,
do
I appreciate you. Dan, thank you. Appreciate
Thank you for having me.
calling
Bob.
you
I
a
love
friend
it,
and,
man.
getting to know you over these past few years. And
I enjoy doing these with you, man. I love it. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
So,
it's all good.
Yep.
Gosh darn it, people like us. You know what I mean?
yeah. Some of them, anyway.
Hey, scroll on by.
Right?
Guys, I appreciate you. As always, if there's anything I can do to help you. Yeah, Rachel, thanks. Good deal. Yep, appreciate it. Appreciate you. If there's anything I can do to help you, you know how to get me, DM me. If you're looking to improve your construction management game, check out Job Tread. I can't say enough good about them. You guys see me wearing their stuff and beating the drum. So Roy's like, we start at 8 sharp. Unless Bob changes it. Hey, it's my sandbox, Roy. So, all right, guys, we appreciate you all. Have a great day. Do some good things. Help one another out. And we will talk to you tomorrow. Take care.
Peace.
Thanks, Dan.
Hell yeah. That was fun.